Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? And I'm still standing after all this time. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. We have a number of friends in the comic book industry and commentary industry around entertainment, and everybody's always interested in the lore and origin story of comic book characters and superheroes. This is something that's very important. How did somebody go bad, right? How did somebody turn against their own people or try to destroy the universe? What was the moment, right, when Thanos decided he's going to kill everyone? This is an important thing to get right about a character because it shows you their motivations. And so if I was to tell you that a guy who takes the stage in a full bedazzled baseball uniforms and is one of the biggest gay icons in the music industry history, if not the biggest gay icon in musical history, is now supporting President Trump and has nothing but nice things to say about him, you'd say, what's that origin story? That's crazy. I need to know the lore there. Like, how'd that happen? Guy's name's Elton John. Elton John's is pretty much a Trump supporter at this point. I can show you the footage to prove it, but like, how the hell did that happen? What was the moment when Elton John decided, I'm going to turn against Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I'm going to back Trump. I think I have found actually the exact moment here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a real video. It's hard to believe it, but it's a real video of Joe Biden wearing a trash bag. Joe Biden having dementia. You know, I get nostalgic for this. Hey? It's really easy to do content with these two. And they are welcoming Elton John to something at the White House. And then Joe Biden decides to grab the mic and say something that's not in the teleprompter.
By the way, it's all his fault that we're spending $6 billion in taxpayer money this month to help fight HIV/AIDS.
There's probably a better way to say that. Like many things with Joe Biden, you sort of like you see where he's maybe coming from, but his delivery is like a brain damaged chimpanzee, and it doesn't work out. It's Elton John's fault that we have to spend so much money on AIDS. Probably not the message you want to send there. It's probably a better way to get your message out. Why then, ladies and gentlemen, would President Trump be sharing a clip of Elton John? Elton John, again, musical gay icon. Not your average Republican, right? And Mr. Candles in the Wind Diana funeral guy. This guy had some really remarkable comments on President Trump when put in a interview, and this is the laws of unintended consequences. The Variety tried to get Elton John to attack Trump because one of the biggest beta cuck, low testosterone, pure soy actions of any artist or musician is when President Trump plays your song, you sue him and you cry and you moan and you bitch about it. The Foo Fighters are a good example of this, right? And we're supposed to be a rock band. And then they sue Donald Trump. Isaac Hayes is suing Donald Trump, right? Can't use my song. People aren't allowed to listen to my song if I disagree with them. That's rock and roll. Okay, got it. Only Dick Cheney should be allowed to listen to my music because that's the side I'm on now. How you like them apples? Green Day. Write an entire album about how much you hate Dick Cheney, and now he's on your team. Yeah, you can have him. So they were trying to set up this, this is sort of the paradigm here, and they were trying to set up Elton John inside of this box, and it didn't work. Watch.
You're not a supporter of Donald Trump's. He loves your music. How did it feel when he took the lyrics to Rocket Man and he used it as a nickname for Kim Jong-un, and then he gave Kim Jong-un
I laughed. I thought it was brilliant. I just thought, good on you, Donald. I'm the Rocket Man, yeah. Donald's always been a fan of mine, and he's been to my concerts many, many times. So, I mean, I've always been friendly towards him, and I thank him for his support. Yeah, when he did that, I just thought it was hilarious. It made me laugh.
He gave Kim one of your CDs and signed it. That was in one of the books about him, because Kim, I guess, didn't know the song. So,
What's that?
He gave Kim Jong the signed CD.
Yes.
You know, which
Yeah.
he'd never heard of it.
I know, because he hasn't heard of me, Kim Jong-un. I'd be very surprised if he had. I've never toured North Korea, and I have no intention of doing so. But I thought it was a light moment, and it was fun.
I thought it was a light moment, and it was fun, and good on you, Donald. And he's always been a friend of mine, and he's been a fan of mine, and he's come to a bunch of my shows, and we're friends. So, like, do you endorse Trump? I mean, it's crazy. I thought this was hilarious, says Elton John about Little Rocket Man. Elton John praises Trump's Little Rocket Man nickname for Kim Jong-un, thinks it's brilliant, saying that he's friends with Donald Trump. He's a fan of mine, been to many, many of my concerts. In this Variety interview, not the answer they were looking at getting from Elton John. I have a teeny feeling that Variety was a little surprised at Elton John's generosity of spirit. I'm sure they were counting on vitriol. Instead, they got generous humor. Elton John saying, I laughed. I thought it was brilliant. Good on you, Donald. Little Rocket Man. They tried to get Elton John to say something negative about Trump, and he ended up praising him. What a massive, massive backfire. And this has been happening, you know, sort of all around industries you would never expect. Speaking of music industries, obviously, you have Amber Rose, famous model, rapper, has 27 million Instagram followers. She's endorsing Trump. You got rappers putting tattooing Trump's face on their bodies. Look at this. You got rappers hopping up on stage with President Trump and endorsing Trump. I mean, I'm not sure if this is something that will happen at an Elton John concert, but it's something that did happen in Harlem.
As well as rapper Chef G. Does everybody know Chef? Where is Chef G? Where is he? Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
He's talking about his grill.
President Trump. Oh, man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
It's like impossible to not put a smile on your face. Trump's creating quite the coalition, man. It's very, very interesting. You're not allowed to humanize the guy, but this is what's happened. And they've tried so hard to prevent it, but it's not working. The Rock, the guy who, to his great shame, endorsed Joe Biden. You should never forget that, obviously. Endorsed Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and now praising Trump on stage, saying that he loves Donald Trump, saying that Trump was one of his biggest fans and would come and support him.
He used to come watch me wrestle all the time, Madison Square Garden guy. It was great. First time I saw him, he said, "Let me see the eyebrow." I said, "Got it, there it is." That's cool. So he was a fan. He wanted you as a fan. Oh, yeah. That's cool. He used to come to Madison Square Garden all the time. Big. Whether you love Donald, you don't love Donald, it doesn't matter. They tried to assassinate him. There's no room for that. And yes, despite it being who we were in that moment, I still believe in my core that is not who we are as a country. So him standing up in that moment, you wanted to see that.
Him standing up in that moment, Donald Trump standing up in this moment right here, we want to see that as Americans. The Rock praising Trump, talking about how big his fans are, saying he's not going to endorse, saying he regrets endorsing in 2020. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess you can see the origin story of why Elton John is so nice to Donald Trump.
We're spending $6 billion in taxpayer money this month to help AIDS fight HIV/AIDS.
Can you blame Elton John? It's your boy Penny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.